Petrol prices have been increased by as much as 7.5 rupees per litre. This is the steepest hike we've seen in a decade, and that's not all. Oil retailers have said that another 1.5 rupee hike should be expected for them to cover their losses. A ministerial panel will now meet on Friday to take a call on whether diesel and cooking gas prices should also be increased. It isn't going to be easy for the government. Allies are already up in arms. Mamata Banerjee has said that her party will not accept such a steep hike. But petrol prices across the country are up by 7.5 rupees. Let's go across to Supriya Srinath, Ajay Sharma from Mumbai. Supriya, first you, it's the steepest hike in a decade. Give us all the details and what people should expect starting midnight tonight.
Very, very hefty fuel bills, to be precise. And this was in the making, Shelley. 5.5 months of no petrol price hike. This was in the making. The question that many of us are beginning to ask is that why should a blow be as severe as this? Why could the price hike not have been gradual? But there were political compulsions. There were state assembly elections. There was parliament in session. And imagine if this had happened while parliament was in session, there would have been a disruption which would have been perhaps unimaginable and undescribable for anybody to handle. And which is perhaps why this price hike has happened this evening, effective midnight tonight. 6.28 rupee is actually the price hike, but add to that the VAT charges. Prices across the country will go up by as much as 7.50 rupee per litre across India. In Delhi alone, prices will go up by 7.54 rupee to be precise. Of course, you in Mumbai will continue to pay the highest ever on your fuel bills. Your prices go up to about 78 rupees 33 paise. But this was in the making. The oil marketing majors are perhaps now looking to, and the government has given a very strong signal, a steep price hike in petrol, and it looks like diesel, LPG and kerosene prices will also be revised, like you rightly pointed out there, and EGOM to meet on Friday to take a call on this one. Remember, the government has to bring in some sort of oil reforms for two reasons. The first is that a lot of ratings agencies that are looking at gauging India are looking at our oil sector regime, are looking at our fuel price regime, and which is perhaps why the government has to bring in some action there. The second, of course, is that as the government moves closer to general elections, it wants to do all it has to, which are unpopular moves, before it really moves into the election mode, and this is perhaps the best time to have happened. The third, of course, is a very, very tricky financial situation. Pranab Mukherjee has just doled out 85,000 crore rupees in subsidy burden or subsidy share from the government of India against a targeted 40,000 crore subsidy, and he's obviously not happy shelling out that money, and which is perhaps why you and I will have to pay a lot, in fact 7.50 rupee more for our fuel prices beginning midnight.